Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for having me on TEDx. So, first, let's understand the minute I got to know that I've been invited for TEDx, that was for a theme solve for why. I personally hate maths. I'm sorry. Not personally, like, I have literally a personal grudge on it. When I was a kid, I used to feel like I can't even solve X. How will you expect me to solve for Y? Come on. And now today, see the irony. I decided to next for a T solve for Y. From relating maths to talking about a theme like this, I think life is a full circle right now. So to tell about me, my life is not a straight story. It's me and my different versions, me trying to figure out things every day, at every point of time. How many of you know that I'm actually a child actor? Nobody. Nobody knows. Because I did the tasking acting on screen. So there was no audience. So every week, 3 times a week, the best actor I am. At school, one time it's fever, one time it's headache, one time it's emotional breakdown. Full performance. My teachers were the first to recognize this girl is not actually saying this girl is a performer. She's full talented. Because my parents couldn't understand, even like after a very long time, because I was a good method actor, very convincing anymore. So when I was this kid, like a very jolly, very fun, loving kid, there is always this another version of me existing parallelly. A little girl carrying her mother dreams forward. If I want to tell about my life story, the first person I have to take the name of is my mom. She has been the biggest inspiration. She's been married very early. Responsibilities has hit it very early to her life. She had dreams bigger than her circumstances. So what she did, she simply passed on all the dreams to me. She wanted me to carry them forward. She taught me dance. She wanted me to learn music. Don't expect me to sing right now. But she used to make me enact all the actresses at their expressions, like LV Lakshmi girls, all the old actresses. I used to enact them in front of the mirror. So this was a daily act for me. And she taught me, she always told me to become a doctor, serve people, and do something noble to the world. And there is this kid who used to be literally mission unpredictable at exports. I used to top my exams in one exam, and I used to literally fail in some exams. Can you believe I literally failed in my school exams? I used to bunk my classes all the time, go to dance programs, perform all around the state. So I used to get prizes. That's why my school allowed me to bunk my classes. Okay, I'm just serving that in some way. Okay. So my maths teacher literally used to tell me, looking at my altar, oh, this is the reason you actually come to the school. Okay, it's not for because you're sick. So he's not wrong though, but he was pretty scary. Oh my God. That's why I went to BIT. That's the second reason I took BIT in the Netherlands. So my mom inspired me this way, and this is the reason I'm telling you all these things is people in my school or in my family never took me seriously in academics. They always thought I'm not a medical student type, because it's not consistent with my ranks and marks. But there's one thing very, very important. Consistency is key to success. We all say that. But it's really important. Not every time consistency is the key to success. It doesn't decide your capabilities. If you think you're capable of something, you should know better to be consistent. Being consistent all the time doesn't make you great. Being consistent at the right time makes you great. So I personally believe in myself and my capabilities, and I choose a medicine for myself. So I thought this girl is being very happy, funny, take it life in a very easy way. Then life has put me in a situation which is not at all really poor. I want to know that my mother got diagnosed with cancer, and she's admitted in hospital taking her chemotherapy suddenly. And I am thoroughly preparing for my medical entrance exam at that time. You know how it's important for a medical to the entrance exam is. I broke. It was not easy. I didn't become strong suddenly. I was moved to a hostel away from home. That's for the first time I'm living away from my family. I had lots of syllabus to do, lots of responsibilities. That one thing I did consistently is study, cry every day. My mom used to come in and out of the hospitals every day, getting admitted in ICUs. She used to have such beautiful long hair, and all I see is she losing her hair and fill up my hair every day. That literally broke me. And finally, when I consistently studied, and I made it to heresy finally, I got to know one thing. Courage is not loud. Sometimes it's you showing up in a situation that you are not ready for and you don't have guns to show up. Still, you show up at that. That's the real courage. Life thought that I'm being too emotional. You know, she's feeling almost, it's like her climax. Okay, let's give this girl a plot twist. Okay? Now, one friend of mine came to me and asked me, Roopa, we got to know that you're a classical dancer. We want to see your dance videos. Do you have some? I had nothing. You know, I just had the pictures with me. She asked me, like, why did you have them? The thing why changed my life that day. So what I did, I hired a wedding videographer. I'm a girl from Vijayawada, by the way. And we don't have much film exposure and everything. So I usually hire a wedding videographer. For the first time, I made short visions, like closes here, locks here, like made like everything like a proper filmy director thing. I've never been on a film set before. But we went to outdoor locations. We shot some videos, dance videos. And I didn't know where to upload all of them. And I simply uploaded it from my channel. So from there, those dance videos paved the way for me for my short films. Those short films paved the way for me to get to the auditions for the feature films. Look at the journey now. I think it's sometimes the simple things, a simple question that changes everything in life, right? So once I got into the auditions, life wasn't easy. I'm finally balancing my medical career, giving my exams and everything. And at the same time, I'm giving auditions now and then. I'm facing rejections very often. Sometimes people pass opinions on you, your body color, your shape, everything. I mean, like freedom of speech. They could say anything. So I used to face rejections. At the point, I was not broken after a point of time. I sat and get a thought. I started writing my own stories. Like literally female-centered stories. Full my performance. And I literally had the confidence, overconfidence, that I can pull a producer as well for my film. See, I mean, like, I thought, if somebody's not going to give me an opportunity to become an actress, I'm going to create the opportunity for myself. So that's the kind of attitude I used to have. I think that overconfidence made me sort of successful today, I would say. So eventually, I have made a film casting. I went to a film casting call with pictures that were taken in my phone, in phone camera, just the phone camera. And I got a mail that I got shortlisted, and eventually auditioned for the film. But they told me that I'm selected and I'm in the film. That's none other than that. My very first film in Telugu. That's one of the So, okay. So you're all happy with this information, right? So here comes the plot twist again. It is an advertisement type that skipped it right away. You know, I didn't have that option. So what happened? 15 days before the shoot, I had a hairline fracture in my leg. And I had no clue. Like, you can't put me in this kind of a situation anymore. So what I did, like my very first sequence in the film is a 4.5 minutes uncut sequence of me dancing in the real crowd. So it's a flash mob sequence. So now with the hairline fracture, what I did, I took a risk. I went, I danced, and everybody clapped by the end of the shot. Eventually, when it came out, in the film, especially this 4.5 minute sequence, went very viral. People started putting up reels on it. This girl was energetic. This girl was so expressive. How did she dance with that energy without that, did that continuously? You know how the pain and anger of inside. So it's ultimately, risk is sometimes really worth it because the regret, it's worse. So that phase taught me how to take a risk in life and go forward. Give your best. The universe will give you whatever you deserve, ultimately. I think that's what happened with my first film. And even after making it a first film, life wasn't easy. It's not a cakewalk and all. And now I entered the bigger problems. I have my medical theory of family, and now I still face rejections when we go to auditions. It's common for all the actors to face rejections. But there's this one point in life where one person told me that, see, you can't be this actress. You can't do like that actress, taking some age of actress. So how do you expect to become a commercial heroine, so-called commercial heroine? I was shattered. By the time somebody from the Telugu got an award for the best debutant actress, and I mean, like, when they told me, I was shattered literally. I cried and I was actually demotivated that I have switched for this industry, you know. I thought I would go back to medicine and pursue my medicine. But that day, a thought came to my mind. See, medicine has a lot of different types of specialties, different types of doctors. Engineers have different types of engineers. World has different types of people. Then why not cinema? Cinema also can have different types of women. So portrays different. We all are different. It has taste to portray all kinds of women on screen. That is what cinema is meant to be. So somebody then they're trying to typecast you to certain kinds of roles or typecast you that you're not fit for something. Just don't give a damn about it. And carry on with that one idea that excited you years in. So after that realization happened, there is no look back. I think I became the strongest version of myself. So one thing I would say is like, I've always been adamant with my goals and please be kind with people. That will take you to places in life. Now, when I look back, this solve for YP, I don't think it's just maths. I think it's you in life solving yourself at every point of time and getting out as a new version, a stronger version of yourself. That is what Y is for. If you want to take something from my story, it is not all big beginnings start with big plans. You know, sometimes it might start with a small thing, small question, like a small girl dancing in front of a mirror that nobody's watching. Maybe a small dance step, maybe a small phone camera, maybe a small idea. There's 99% chance that she might not achieve it. But there is always 1% chance that it can happen. And there's this girl who beat that 1%. And here I am. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Roopa Koduvayur. Thanks for hanging out with us.